Abuti unferi amunati aksa khana wetara. Abuti asuna unsuna munati aksa khana wetara.
My first experience with sexual violence was at the hands of my biological father.
The outrage over the rape statistics is quite rightly massive, and the hang 'em high, castrate them all, deny bail brigade are out in force at the moment. They're very, very vocal.
A 7-year-old girl was allegedly repeatedly raped.
I'm not saying she's looking for it, but she's basically pressing a button.
Why were you out?
You were drinking, you looked for trouble.
She wasn't raped.
You know, sometimes no means yes.
She had a choice.
She's playing hard to get.
She was stupid.
She's asking for it.
You can also rape her just because of Tala ena wana batho ba bang le hola ba ba sa tswa le ipuella bashimane ba bona o mongwe na sa rape lo bana go sho tsekimo foster mona la tangwano o mona ngwana mo tshwa ngwana ngwana rapta we ngwana na ku na gare ke mogasitse
neng la dumellana ha tse senga tse khutlana ha ha tse khutla ha bona se le tsela e nngwe gore a kene ka tunto ga e moshimane wa o nzepi nene majita nka advantage ga ke ngwana na e tsengitse re sebisa bo chama boy ra chama boy a mona ngwana va wa qhosha o ba wa qhosha mbetiri ka e
fita pound ke
re kala di biri tsa ngata fela le
o shapa stream of fita pound man like
gang
like
The band is basically a sort of word for
it's a belt.
It's a belt.
But then
so it's kind of a
line.
It's a belt, a cue, a line. Yeah, that's what they call it. So
there was a thin line between Lepanta and what you would call people partying and probably, let's say, having an orgy.
That these young girls were scared to go back home and say, "This is what happened to me," because of obviously the issue will be like, what were you doing with them? You know, she'll be beaten. You know, they'll beat her. You know, it's a case of why did you allow this? As if like it's her fault.
Looking back, was Lepanda right?
That's tough.
It's tough. I don't know what would really make it rape.
Is it because there was more than one guy?
I don't know if it's anything like consensual rape or not. At that time, to me, I didn't even think of it as a rape. I just know that there should be something wrong with this, but I didn't really elevate it to as far as rape. You know, to me, it was just a funny maybe way of, you know, breaking your virginity or maybe having sex.
Even when we're walking home from school, people are just like, "Hey, sweetie, babes," and it makes you feel uncomfortable, but you overlook it because you don't want to be dramatic.
There are celebrities out there who actually, you know, have these videos whereby these girls are stripping and whatnot and they, you know, half naked. And then it works with your subconscious as well. If I, you know, have sex with this girl, people will respect me, they'll worship me, they'll honor me. And I mean, I'll go through anything if I can have sex with this girl. And you actually do things that, you know, you wouldn't have originally done had you not seen these videos. This is where, like, guys get this low self-esteem.
Then you think of yourself, maybe I am a babe, maybe I asked for it, maybe I shouldn't have worn these leggings, maybe I shouldn't have worn these shorts, maybe I should have pulled my top up. Do you get what I'm saying? So you kind of feel like you've asked for it, and therefore, by them reducing you that way, you start believing you at that level.
So there's a to-do list, right? For a guy to actually be a guy, which is dished out as soon as you wake up. You get to school, this is what you do to a girl. This is how you greet the gents. This is how you talk to the gents, and this is how you talk to the girls. It's been handed out from the people we've been seeing, you know, when we were kids. Our elder brothers, our elder uncles, you know, cousins and stuff like that. It's like a wolf pack. A wolf pack. You don't want to be alone. You want to be in a certain wolf pack. It's all about acceptance. And that acceptance drives you to do certain things.
I succumbed to peer pressure. So there we were on a Saturday afternoon. I was literally shaking. I've never had sex before. I didn't have a girlfriend. I wasn't ready for that. I was made to drink beer and smoke dagga so I could deal with my fears. So the first guy just went and, stripped the girl naked, pushed her down to the ground, and he started raping her. And the second guy was ordered to go, and he did the same. And it was like, yeah, it's your turn. To this day, I'm not even sure if I had an erection on the day, but there I went on top of the girl, and it was done. And I remember the following day, the ringleader had to report to the entire team that, yeah, the mission was carried out. And believe you me, we received like a standing ovation, as if what we did was awesome. That girl was taught a lesson. He threatened her that should she say a word to anyone, she will be raped repeatedly. And in fact, he used the words, "We will kill you." I remember talking to my pastor, who said, look, you were just a boy at the time, boys will be boys. You know, the same utterances that I'll get from the same guys that we raped the girl with. Anyway, against all of that, I decided to go. So I went to her home. So I told her that I'm very sorry with what we did when I was 15. I know it's wrong, it's bad. I've come to ask for forgiveness. And she just looked at me and cried. She said, you know what, 2 other men did what you did to me. And I've never said a word to a single soul about this. I'm married now. Sometimes my husband is happy and, he's in a happy mood. He touches me and I don't want him to touch me. Yeah, I left that room feeling worse than the time we did the rape, because then I realized that after 2 years, I forgot about the incident. I lived my day-to-day life, not even worried about anything. And here's a person whose life has changed.
Know more about your world. eNCA.com